Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV, that's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts say you got the same sauce. Now, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SPD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Come on. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. What? Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. What? You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Hey. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Yes, yes, yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, Kay Cabot. What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, it's Tuesday. And man, they going crazy. They going crazy out in Cleveland. Boy, I tell you, it's the ebb and flows of what the media got next for us. Chancellor, we got to talk about it though. When you put some smoke out there, we got to start the fire. We got to start the fire, so we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, Chancellor. They want to give us some smoke. Oh, we're going to produce the fire. And that's what I'm here for today. They gave us some smoke. Now it's time to start the fire. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuned in. Y'all do me a favor once y'all get up in here. Drop a like on the video. Share the video out. After you get done watching the video, make sure y'all go in there and hype me up. Do me that favor. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. I see my people starting to come in. See my moderators starting to filter in. My members are here. Share that video out. Hey, I understand Mary Kay need to make her mind up. But hey, they give us the smoke. We're going to produce the fire. And that's what I'm here for. Y'all know how I do. You know how I do. Y'all know how I do. But I appreciate y'all tuned in with me on this Tuesday. It's a little chilly in the DFW. It's a little chilly. I know it's chilly in Cleveland, but that's good weather. I see some new faces in here in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming through. Somebody that told you about us. That's why you fell through. But like I said, they give us the smoke. We're going to produce the fire. And that's what I'm here for. And you know I got my hitters with me. So we got to talk about it. But y'all know what I always say. I never throw a rock and hide my hand. So I'm here. What's going on, people? You tuned into a brand new live of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast with your host and the man behind the mic, Kay Cabot. What y'all doing out there, man? How y'all feeling on this Tuesday, man? How y'all feeling on this Tuesday? Man, I see you, Bridget Maxey, 4197. Probably new to the channel. What's up, Reggie? I see you in the building. Salute, my brother. Keep doing big things over there at the locker room. I see how you rocking. I see how you rolling. But we got to talk about it, man. Mary Kay Cabot gave us some smoke. She gave us some smoke. I see you, Reverend B. J. Nelson. I see you in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Rich for Life. Craig, I see y'all. Chancellor, my moderators in here. Charles Williams, I see you. Bridget Maxey, 4197. Rich 40 Light, I see y'all. Angela, Two Law, 7272. Kelly Jones, In the Dark with a Smile with Michelle. I see y'all. Kim Taylor, Booby 3112. I see you, Marlon. I see you, Lloyd Smith, 4668. I see my moderators in here holding it down. See my members holding it down. But look, we got to talk about it, man. Mary Kay gave us some smoke, guys. She gave us some smoke. She gave us some smoke. I see you, Brian Russell. I see you, my girl, KD. I see you, Flow Right Plumbing Services. We got some new people in the building. Hey, if y'all haven't joined the community, y'all haven't joined the channel, man, hit that join button. The doors of the church is open. Hit that join button. Evelyn Underwood, I see you in the building. Appreciate you coming through. The doors of the church is open. Hit that join button. Hit the memberships. Yes, the donations. The collection plate is open. Send them super chats. We here. I see you, Leaping Cat Productions. Yeah. So let's get off into it, man. You know, Mary Kay gave us something to talk about. She gave us something to talk about. But like I told y'all before, y'all didn't want to believe me. I said, once Shedeur Sanders gets the keys to that team, he not giving them up. And Cleveland sees something in Shedeur. They see something. So let's take a listen to what Mary Kay Cabot had to say. So y'all pay close attention because she said a lot. It was a lengthy interview that she had on 92.3 The Fan with Baskin and Phelps. Let's go ahead and take a listen to this.
Shift to Shedeur for a second. I thought the game plan, particularly in the first half, was very sound on Sunday, MK. I thought that, they were not necessarily saving Shedeur from himself, but they weren't going to put him in situations where he was going to throw the ball downfield in tough conditions, and kind of, dinked their way down and then ran the ball and that perfectly set up the touchdown pass. But as a whole, what did you think of his first start at home and his second start overall?
Well, I think he's showing some things, and I just posted a column about this and where I think this might be going and what the situation is. I think he's showing some signs that perhaps maybe he actually can be a winning quarterback in the NFL. And the things that I see that make me believe this, and why I think the Browns probably believe this to a certain extent, is the fact that he does sort of have that it factor. He's got a nice, strong arm. He's got the ability to evade the rush. He's shown.
Hey, y'all. Did Mary Kay Cabot just say Shedeur got that it factor? Did Mary Kay just say Shedeur got the it factor? Did she say that Shedeur Sanders got the it factor? I'm telling you, I told you guys this before. This is when the narratives play a big part of what their Cleveland media insiders are doing. Let's continue to listen to Mary Kay.
Showing some things. He's got elite accuracy, a really nice touch on the ball. I think what makes this evaluation difficult is that the offense is horrible. And I think it's hard for any quarterback right now. I think even an established veteran might have a tough time stepping in here and trying to function with the way that this offense has gone this season. I think a major reason for that is the fact that Jerry Jeudy, for whatever reason, is not himself this year. And remember, Joe Flacco said, as Jerry goes, so goes this offense. And it just hasn't worked out this season. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with the quarterback upheaval, but we saw the sideline confrontation between Shedeur and Jerry. So when your number one wide receiver is not able to contribute in a meaningful way, it's going to be tough on any quarterback. But I think he has shown signs, and he deserves a chance to keep going. I like the 1 week at a time thing. I like that because it keeps him hungry. Shedeur has,
exactly.
Right? I mean, he has a way of feeling like he has arrived after he wins a game, whether it be preseason or regular season, and he doesn't need to be feeling like he's arrived yet. He needs to stay hungry and just keep working at this.
So with all that said,
now hold up. Listen to Phelps. This is where it gets sticky and icky and ooh, it get gooey. Y'all got to pay attention to when it comes to y'all's man Dillion Gabriel. Take a listen to what Phelps had to ask Mary Kay.
where's Dillion Gabriel stand in this?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they take a look at this and say, maybe we could just use one more game or two more games of Dillion Gabriel for more data, heading into the season. I doubt that's going to happen. I don't think you're going to see Dillion Gabriel on the field this season unless Shedeur has to come out of.
Did y'all hear that? Mary Kay just basically said, like I stated, the headlines, Dillion Gabriel's days in Cleveland are done. He won't get on the field unless barring injury. Let's continue.
The game for one reason or another, gets hurt, can't start a game, whatever. I think that it's going to be Shedeur the rest of the way because I think they do see something in him and they want to know.
Hold up. Y'all, do y'all hear Mary Kay? Now she's saying they do see something in Shedeur. Did y'all hear what Mary Kay just said? They do see something in Shedeur. But my question is, what took them so long? You wasted half of the season on an experiment with Dillion Gabriel, your third-round pick. What took them so long?
Do they need to draft a quarterback in April? They have to know that. And my whole column that I just wrote was about the fact that even if he starts the rest of these games, it's still going to be difficult to know the answer to that question based in part on what's going on around him on this terrible offense this season. But so I think Dillion will be back with the team next year. I don't know if he's going to get much of an opportunity the rest of this year.
Now, do y'all hear that? She said Dillion will be back with the team next year, but she don't know what his opportunities are going to be. So like I told y'all this. Y'all heard it from me. Dillion Gabriel, life in the NFL ain't going to be for long. You know what NFL stands for? Not for long. Because he can't go nowhere else and be a backup to nobody. The best way he can stay here and stay in the NFL, if he just runs the scout team. Y'all see how diabolical that, you see how that works? I told y'all that once Shedeur Sanders gets the keys, it's no reason to give them back. That's just like Cleveland, you got a Bugatti sitting in your garage, but you out here riding around in a Hyundai Excel. knowing you got that Bugatti there. When you going to fire the Bugatti up? When you going to let the Bugatti out the garage? And that's basically how I feel about Cleveland's playbook with Shedeur right now. When are you going to let the Bugatti ride around the block and get on the highway? When you going to let that Bugatti get on the highway? Now, y'all heard exactly what Mary Kay said, right? So this is what it goes back to. We had a chain of events, guys. We had Jerry Jeudy blow up on the sideline on Shedeur. That caused the avalanche. Everybody started going at Jerry Jeudy's head, right? And then what else happened? Dillion Gabriel's fiance or girlfriend came out and said some things. The organization had to intercept that, right? See, that's what you get when you're laying down beside your girl, you're on that pillow, you having that pillow talk, you got to talking. And what did Dillion Gabriel's girl do? She went straight to the internet. Straight to the internet, knowing that she was going to get a rise from everybody, the Shedeur aunties and all that. And you see what happened. Now your man that you in love with, opportunity has fell by the wayside. Shout out to Kite Yo Z9H for the $5 super chat. Why Kevin Bench one of his best O-line this season on a team Wyatt Teller? Are they trying to get Shedeur injured or what? See, it's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out like that. It's going to be a lot of stuff. Wyatt Teller was, taken out and benched. See, things like that are glaring to the eyes, right? When you take out your best offensive lineman. Yeah, I agree with that. But look, we here now. Shedeur got them keys. And he ain't going to give them up. And see what happened with Dillion Gabriel's girlfriend. She tried to get some airtime. And it backfired. It backfired. Now she wants to be seen and heard at the same time. And see, when you sign your little rookie contract, Dillion Gabriel, your girl was by your side. But when that money dries up, who's she going to run to? So she should have stayed in a girlfriend's place. Talking about ain't nobody checking for Shedeur. Well, I'm here to tell you, ain't nobody checking for Dillion. And see, the whole situation is messed up. Stefanski did this. Blame Stefanski. Blame Stefanski for Dillion Gabriel's downfall. He just helped Dillon's downfall because Dillion has some shortcomings. Dillion has shortcomings, knowing that he wasn't a NFL prototypical quarterback. We already knew that. And see, what happened was he got in the game and he's been exposed. So there's no reason to even circle back, to even give Dillion a look. We saw 6.5 games of what Dillion Gabriel brings to the table. And what Mary Kay said was Cleveland even knows that Shedeur got potential. You just got to take the training wheels off. You got to open up the playbook. You got to open up the playbook. You got to open up the playbook. There's no reason to circle back. Not at all. And I told you guys, see, I have to hold myself accountable because there's been many a times that I said that Jerry Jeudy was their big play receiver, thinking that was the reason why he came to Cleveland from Denver. That's what I'm saying. It's levels, right? Thinking that Jerry Jeudy had one great season in Denver. And then he comes to Cleveland. And you see what happens. And Mary Kay pointed that out. Jerry Jeudy just ain't on sync with nobody. But where I'm disappointed in Jerry Jeudy is, where was this energy with Joe Flacco? Where was this energy with Dillion Gabriel? When Dillion Gabriel was throwing balls at your feet, throwing balls over your head, throwing balls on the sideline into the stands. Where was that energy at? But I guess you felt the need to show up Shedeur because he missed you streaking down the field. He overthrew you, which a lot of people said that you gave up on the play. When I look back at the tape, I saw you didn't even make an opportunity to even stretch out for the ball. And because Shedeur put it right over your shoulder and it just looked like you just wasn't running. And that goes back to what Steve Smith Jr. said. Steve Smith Sr. said, you're just a jag. You're just another guy. You're just a jag. You're just another guy. And so you took offense to that and didn't want to talk to Steve Smith Sr., called him out of his name because he called you a jag. And Mary Kay did point something out that's obvious. The Browns' offense as a whole is just terrible. It's just terrible. But you gotta play through it. Because now leading up to this Tennessee game, you see what Tennessee's going through with Cam Ward. You see what Tennessee's going through. They bad too. Hey, shout out to Selmore Fudd, 4572. He's been a member for 1 month. I do appreciate it, sir. He said, K-Sap, Cleveland Browns going to turn it around. It starts now. Like I said, you had a Hyundai Excel rolling down the street, but you got a Bugatti sitting in the garage. You just got to get it out the garage and let it go up the street. Find its way on the highway. Let it go. Yeah, gotta let him go. And to look back, you know, with the wind conditions, because they said the wind was whipping out there. They said the wind was whipping, and for Shedeur Sanders to get that ball to lead Jerry Jeudy, because the DB was right on his shoulder, and for Shedeur to put that ball out there, Jerry Jeudy should have just ran up under it, put his arms out, at least dive for it. Yeah. And then you look at the one that the wind really got the ball when he threw it to Isaiah Bond. That was almost similar to the 52-yard pass he threw to Isaiah Bond. That wind killed that. The wind killed that. The wind killed that. But yeah. But it goes to show you. Oh, man. Man, shout out to my man, Selmore Fudd. 4572. He done gifted 10 memberships to any lucky one in the chat. 10 memberships he done gifted. So for the people that came in the chat, he put 10 out. He put a 10-piece out there. Shout out to Selmore Fudd for the 10 gifted subs. Man, y'all give Selmore Fudd a round of applause. Man, Arthena Barnes. Let's welcome our new members in. Arthena Barnes. Spiritual, Where Exposed, 3145. Lions fan. Man, hey, look. Sell more for him, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Me, Shaq Baltimore said jealous. No reason to be jealous, man. No reason to be jealous. All you gotta do is hit that join button. Hit the join button, me, Shaq. Man, you from the DMV, man. Hit that join button. Nice Phil said, welcome to the new members. Sell more fun, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so back to what we saying here, right? So now that Mary Kay has let the cat out the bag and said that Dillion Gabriel will no longer see that football field, now the focus should be clearly on Shedeur Sanders in implementing. Hey, shout out to my man Meshach of Baltimore, man. Became a new member. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate that. See you, Brian Johnson. Yeah, so basically, the focus should be on Shedeur. Am I right? That's what the focus should be on. Somebody said you might want to put some respect on Mary Kay's name. Well, I've been trying to uplift Mary Kay when I can, but then I got to dog her out when I can because she's a flipper. She flips. She's a flip flopper. And all she do is go back and forth. She's straddling the fence. She's straddling the fence. So she can't be wrong. She don't want to be wrong. She want to be the first person to say, I told you Shedeur was nice. I told you everything that I said about Shedeur came back into play. She's a hopscotcher. She do switch up too much. But that's what she do. But look, like I said, if she gonna give us some smoke, we gotta produce the fire. Because she know what she be doing. Yeah, you know, people, I know, and that's why certain people have their comments turned off because they know they get lit up. And see, the problem I have, I don't want to hear all this quarterback talk no more about the draft. Go draft a quarterback. If you draft another quarterback, you're going to have the same issues you had this year. You got to, now that you know that Shedeur Sanders got that it factor and y'all see potential in Shedeur and you giving him the keys for these last 5 games, why don't you go build? Why don't you go get offensive linemen? Why don't you draft some offensive linemen? The defense is pretty much stout. But why don't you draft needs around the quarterback? Get you an O-line for protection because y'all kept on telling me that the O-line was trash. And everybody that supported Dillion Gabriel when he was in the game was talking about can't nobody do nothing with this offensive line. Even Kay Cabot came out and said that going into the bye week, headed into the Jets game. Shedeur Sanders wouldn't fare no better. Oh, but when Shedeur got in the game, Shedeur turned heads. Shedeur turned heads. And now, with the offensive line that Dillion had, Shedeur got that same offensive line. But he's making some things do what it do. But the problem is, you running the same plays that you ran for Dillion Gabriel. But the only thing about Shedeur knows how to go off script. He knows how to get downfield. He knows how to get downfield. Exactly. Go get you some offensive linemen. That's what they need. They need an offensive lineman, and they need an upgrade at receiver. Because when it's all said and done, I think Isaiah Bond and Gage Larverdale, they're gonna be Shedeur's go-to guys. And Fanning. I think that's gonna be Shedeur's go-to guys, because right now, I think Shedeur trusts Harold Fanning Jr. and he trusts Isaiah Bond. He don't have that trust factor with Jerry Jeudy. He made that clear after the game. He said it's a trust thing for me. He said it's a trust thing for me. And if you don't have that trust, he's not gonna get you the ball. So if there's an opportunity to move Jerry Jeudy up out of here, I would do it. Exactly, nice Phil. They are the angry dogs. The guys that Shedeur had to go to bat with in practice when he was trying to get some reps. Hey, dollar bill. That's hey. They some names that people need to watch out for. Jordan Tyson and Concepcion would be excellent choices at wide receiver. I agree with you. I agree with you on that, dollar bill. Trust me. And I think, you know, I apologize to the chat because I was trying to give Jerry Jeudy the benefit of the doubt because of how he was playing when Dillion Gabriel was in there. Dillion just couldn't give him the ball. Throwing balls at his feet, throwing balls over his head. But he never had that energy, no type of energy toward Dillion Gabriel. But all of a sudden, you have that type of energy towards Shedeur Sanders. Where did all that come from? I just don't think they're on the same page. No more Judas. Why y'all? Where is everybody getting this Judas from? Where did that Judas stuff come from? Somebody made a rap song about that. I heard it on somebody's channel. Jay Judas is a snake. Yeah, I heard that on I Smoke Hip Hop's channel. He made a rap about the Judas. Man, Jerry Jeudy is not gonna entertain the reporters. It's gonna be one word answers. His whole demeanor didn't change. But I like how Shedeur handled the situation, though. But see, as far as Kevin Stefanski and stuff like that, I hate to say this, guys. I think this buys Kevin Stefanski another year. I hate to say it. I think this is going to buy Kevin Stefanski another year because, you know, they did come out and Kevin Stefanski, they thought this was going to be a redshirt year. So I think this might buy Kevin Stefanski another year, guys. And shout out to JB Smooth 92 for the $2 super chat. Finna start calling Mary Kay Cabot Mary Kay Cappin. Hey, it is what it is, man. But that Jerry Judy's that's funny. Y'all, whoever made that up, that's funny. Yeah. But I will say this though. I think Kevin Stefanski buys another year. I think Kevin Stefanski buys another year. I think going into this offseason, because right now you're basically limited from playoff competition. So now you go out there and you figure out what you need to build around Shedeur. Because I've always said this. I'm not saying this because I like Shedeur and I know what Shedeur brings to the table. I'm saying this because Shedeur Sanders shows you the potential and he got the it factor. You just got to give him time. Y'all wasted y'all's whole training camp, y'all's whole practice time, trying to make Dillion Gabriel something that he wasn't. Because we saw coming into the draft, he was on nobody's draft big board that stuck out to warrant him going in the third round over Shedeur Sanders. And that's when y'all say that the NFL sabotaging came in, right? The collusion and all that, right? And this is what happened. Dillion Gabriel gets drafted in the third round. Shedeur goes in the fifth, knowing that Shedeur Sanders is here, Dillion is here. You can't tell me otherwise. June Brown said, K-Sap, I hope you're wrong because Kevin couldn't even say Shedeur's name. That shows of disrespect and dislike toward him. I understand. I understand, June Brown, but I think this might buy. This is just me. And I haven't been wrong in a lot of things that I've said. I just think this buys Kevin Stefanski another year. I think the organization is looking at now, okay, let's see what Kevin Stefanski is going to do with Shedeur Sanders as quarterback moving forward. Is he going to change some things up? Is him and Tommy Rees going to get together and through practice have a game plan for Shedeur and open up that playbook? That's all I'm saying. Because now it took you 6.5 games to evaluate the quarterback that y'all thought that was going to be y'all quarterback of the future. Because see, a lot of people don't know this. Kenny Pickett was supposed to be their starter. This was supposed to be Kenny Pickett's year. They was putting all their eggs in one basket with Kenny Pickett. So what happened is, Joe Flacco, he performed bad under the play calling and under the tutelage of Kevin Stefanski. They ran him out of Dodge, sent him off to Cincinnati. That was a Band-Aid for Cincinnati until Cool Joe got back. When Joe Burrows got back, it's almost time for Joe Flacco to ride off into the sunset. That's what I'm saying. It's almost time for Joe Flacco to run off into the sunset. And I've always said that. I've said that all Aretha Barnes. I've always said that Kevin Stefanski, he don't know how to evaluate quarterback talent. Because that's why he opened up a can of worms when he said, this is going to be an open competition. But he never stood 10 toes down about that because it was never an open competition. It was never. Because if it was an open competition, we wouldn't have to wait until he was thrust in there against Baltimore in week 9, right? To find out he never got first team reps. So what kind of competition is that? Y'all tell me, what kind of competition is that? Never getting first team reps. So this is what that tells me. If you just looking at it, hindsight is 20/20. If you just looking at it and see everything, like I said, man, just follow the breadcrumbs. And like I said, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. Do we ever stop to think that the reason why Shedeur wasn't really getting first team reps, did he really need them? Or did they already see the potential that Shedeur has? Did they evaluate his college tape for what that college tape said and they saw? And was they saying that Dillion Gabriel needed all the reps because he was that bad and he needed every rep that he could get? So I'm looking at it like, was this a Kevin Stefanski experiment with Dillion Gabriel to give him an opportunity? Was this an opportunity? Was this a showcase for the other 31 teams in the NFL to take a look at Dillion Gabriel? This was just a showcase? And it all failed. It all failed. The experiment has failed in this excuse me, in the quarterback competition has been exposed. Now that you got people in the Cleveland media, but I told y'all this, after game 3 of Dillion Gabriel's career, they started turning their back on Dillion Gabriel, man. They started turning their back. The Cleveland media was done with him. That's how bad it was. The Cleveland media was done with him. When you got your boy Tony Grossi just completely was lost for words and couldn't back up Dillion Gabriel no more, that went to show you. And see, this is all what we wanted. We wanted an opportunity for Shedeur. That's what we wanted. Now it's up to Cleveland and the coaching staff to put a plan in place for him to be successful. But if you don't let Shedeur do the things that Shedeur does well, then we're going to keep on seeing these type of performances. And see, this is what irritates me the most. You let Dillion Gabriel throw the ball 53 times against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 53 times. In this game against San Francisco, Shedeur Sanders in the first half was 8 of 11 for 96 yards and a touchdown. And you go into the second half, and it was 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Shedeur Sanders only threw the ball 14 times. 14 times. So like I told people, that last possession, the last 2 possessions of the game, when the game was over, when they was already down 26-8, now you want Shedeur to come out slinging the ball. And he threw the ball 8 more times. So you let, in the first half, guys, follow this. In the first half of that game, Shedeur Sanders was 8 of 11 for 96 yards and a touchdown. You come out in the second half, you don't want to throw the ball. Then your play calling cost you. The turnovers cost you. The 4th down and 1 in your own territory where you tried to wildcat with Harold Fannin Jr., you lost the ball. Cleveland possessed the ball 3 times in the second half, guys. You're taking opportunities away from Shedeur. And when Harold Fannin Jr. lost the fumble on a 4th and 1, everything was sporadic right there. They should have called timeout. Like Harold Fannin Jr. said, he should have called timeout himself to get set because everybody was all over the place. Do y'all realize at that time the score was still 10-8? And you lose the ball in your own backfield at the 30-yard line. Do y'all realize the 3 scoring drives that San Francisco had, they went a total of 61 yards for 3 scores. A total of 61 yards. Larver down, he fumbled the punt. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. 3 scoring plays, a total of 61 yards. That'll kill you every time, man. When you got field position in the opposing team's red zone, it'll kill you every time. And then old buddy that tried to field the kickoff, he tried to field the kickoff at the 5-yard line when the ball was going out of bounds, instead of giving them that possession at the 40-yard line. Because if y'all notice in the first half, Shedeur Sanders marched down the field 80 yards for a score. Nobody knew that. He marched 80 yards for a score. And another thing people don't realize is Joe Flacco was there for 3 games, right? Out of the 3 games, Joe Flacco never had a pass that traveled more than 30 yards. Dillion Gabriel, you saw a sample of him for 6.5 games and never threw a ball that traveled more than 30 yards. Shedeur Sanders in his first 2 starts got 6 balls that traveled more than 30 yards. Well, correction. Craig said he went 90 yards in 10 plays. I thought it was 80 yards. I thought they started that possession at the 20, Craig. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. I thought he went 80 yards in 10 plays. But if he went 90, that's even better. That goes to show you that he can march the ball down the field. That goes to show you that he can march the ball down the field. And he's always looking to go downfield. Yeah, man, y'all drop a like on the video. Please drop a like on the video. If you're sitting back there in the pews, back there, what we always call hate watching. If you're back there hate watching, you can still drop a like on the video. You don't have to chat, but you can at least drop a like on the video. Stefanski was mad those men won the game. I never saw those players that happy since the Raiders game, so Stefanski has to go, can't play with the devil. Well, nice, Phil. I will say this. I mean, I hate to bring you bad news, but I think Kevin Stefanski going to be around next year. I think Kevin Stefanski going to be around next year. Hey, Booby312 said hate watching is nasty work. Yeah, it is nasty work. If you're back in the pews hate watching, you can still drop a like on the video. We ain't gonna bite you. We're not gonna bite you. Man, drop a 1 in the chat if you already like the video. Drop a 1 in the chat. I know, nice Phil. That is bad news, but I think Stefanski gonna be around next year. I think Stefanski gonna be around next year. And look, all is not lost because we still got Shedeur. We still got Shedeur. For all y'all Shedeur fans and not Cleveland fans that want to see Shedeur succeed, get a chance to wake up, if God willing, every Sunday or Thursday night or Monday night and watch Shedeur go out there and perform. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said, not a chance. Get him away from 12. I mean, yeah, hey, I mean, it's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be hard. But hey, like I said, you get a chance to wake up and watch Shedeur. That's what the excitement's all about. Shedeur Sanders. Somebody said we need him away from 12. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I can understand everybody wants Kevin Stefanski away from 12. But see, the problem is, as a whole, man, that Cleveland's offense is terrible as a whole. If we want to keep it a buck, it's a lot of things they need to address. And why they can't address it is because Deshaun Watson got them handicapped. All that money that they do for Deshaun Watson, he got them handicapped. So they really can't make no moves. They got to do it via draft or trade. They got to give up something to get something. That's what I'm saying. They got to give up something to get something. Yeah, that QBR, I don't believe in that QBR stuff. Analytics done messed the game up, man. Analytics done messed the game up because of the fact that I'm gonna show you how analytics messed the game up, because they get down there on San Francisco's 22-yard line and they go for it on 4th and 1. They should have took the points. They should have kicked the field goal, took the points, get some kind of points. Analytics have messed this up. So when they come up with the analytics said go for it on 4th down. Nah, take the analytics out of it, because you know back in the days they didn't go for it. They punted the ball away or they took their points. But it goes to show you how diabolical they are. They'll go for it 4th and 1 at their own 30. You backed up. You backed up at the 30-yard line. You're gonna go for it on 4th and 1. I would have rather for them to get in punt formation and fake the punt. Give it a fake punt. And see, that's what I be telling people. Analytics mess the game up. And see, that's the problem I have with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell want to go for it every time on 4th down. Dan Campbell think he out there playing Madden, that he could just go for it every time. Nah, they ain't trading. They not trading Sanders. Shedeur is in Cleveland for 4 years, man. Hey, a lot of people not Browns fans. They Shedeur supporters. That's all that is. That's all that is. 12 is their guy, man. 12 is their franchise, man. Now you got to build around them. Yeah, Dan Campbell, man, he just pisses me off, man. He think he needs to go for it every time on 4th down. He don't care where he at on the field. If it's anything 4th and 5 and less, oh, he going for it. He going for it. See, you know, sometimes sometimes a supercomputer is outdated. The supercomputer didn't get a software upgrade. He didn't get a software upgrade. See, basically, that supercomputer is a Commodore 64. That thing's played out. The supercomputer is a Commodore 64. It's played out. See, guys, I'm telling my age. I said Commodore 64. It's played out. It's played out. It's a Commodore 64. That supercomputer that Kevin Stefanski is referring to, That thing still has a floppy disk and dial-up internet. He still got that little AOL yellow man running across to get online. That's how outdated that thing is. You still got to have a phone number. Look, you still got to have a phone number connected to that Commodore 64 for that dial-up little yellow man run across. And sometimes you can't even get connection. That thing is outdated, man. This is a new wave. This is modern day technology. Everything has been upgraded. Basically, he's saying that Dillion Gabriel was a two-way pager. That's what he was saying. He was saying Dillion Gabriel is a two-way pager and I got the hookup cell phones. That's what he was saying. You know, them big block phones, that's what he was saying. I got the hookup phones. That's basically what he was saying. Shedeur Sanders is firing on all cylinders. He got all the upgrades. He got all the upgrades. He gets an update, a software update every time one comes out. Yeah, it's almost like back in the day, somebody made reference to Atari. Dillion Gabriel got one button. Shedeur Sanders got the trigger button. He got the X button. He got the O button. He got the Y button. He got the triangle button. Then he got the triggers. Then he got the joystick handles. All Dillion Gabriel got is that red button. All Dillion Gabriel got is that red button. I hate to be bashing Dillion Gabriel, but it's true. All he got is the red button. Shedeur Sanders got access to all of them. He got the trigger. He got the L and R. He got the X and O. He got the triangle. He got it all. Dillion got that red button with that stick. That's all he got. Basically, Dillion Gabriel is pulling up to a payphone. If you find a payphone that got the cord long enough where you can hang it in your car, acting like you in the house, that's what Dillion Gabriel got. That's what he got. Yeah, Shedeur can read the defense. But you know the narratives about Shedeur coming in, guys, man. Some of these people that was hating on Shedeur, they said Shedeur Sanders didn't have a big arm. I mean, like, where did they get that from? They said Shedeur Sanders didn't have a big arm. They said Shedeur Sanders didn't have a big arm. That's right in the dark with a smile. Hey, tell them to join the community. The doors of the church is open. George, the doors of the church is open. Join the community. Exactly. But basically, y'all said it, man. Mary Kay Cabot said Cleveland is done with Dillion Gabriel. Said Cleveland is done with him. It's gonna be hard for Dillion Gabriel to get back on that field. Because if you go week by week, going into this Tennessee game, Shedeur got the reins again. Yeah. Nah. I ain't even gonna say Shedeur is an iPhone 20 and DG is a payphone. DG is a phone a prepaid phone where you got to wait till after 6 o'clock to call somebody where your minutes kick in. That's what kind of phone Dillion is. He got to wait till after 6 or 9 o'clock. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say the media can't be trusted, but I'm telling you, when they give us some smoke, we create the fire. So for those that just came in the chat, right? I want y'all to listen to y'all's girl, Mary Kay Cabot, on 92.3 The Fan with Baskin and Phelps. I want y'all to listen.
Shift to Shedeur for a second. I thought the game plan, particularly in the first half, was very sound on Sunday, MK. I thought that, they were not necessarily saving Shedeur from himself, but they weren't going to put him in situations where he was going to throw the ball downfield in tough conditions, and kind of, dink their way down and then ran the ball and that perfectly set up the touchdown pass. But as a whole, what did you think of his first start at home and his second start overall?
Well, I think he's showing some things, and I just posted a column about this and where I think this might be going and what the situation is. I think he's showing some signs that perhaps maybe he actually can be a winning quarterback in the NFL. And the things that I see that make me believe this, and why I think the Browns probably believe this to a certain extent, is the fact that he does sort of have that it factor. He's got a nice, strong arm. He's got the ability to evade the rush. He's showing some things. He's got elite accuracy, a really nice touch on the ball. I think what makes this evaluation difficult is that the offense is horrible. And I think it's hard for any quarterback right now. I think even an established veteran might have a tough time stepping in here and trying to function with the way that this offense has gone this season. I think a major reason for that is the fact that Jerry Jeudy, for whatever reason, is not himself this year. And remember, Joe Flacco said, as Jerry goes.
Hey guys, I just caught that. I've listened to this clip about 3 times. Somebody pointed it out in the chat. She did say Judas. Mary Kay Cabot trolling now. She's trolling. She did say Judas. Hey, she did. Hey, look, she did say Judas. Did y'all catch that? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Mary Kay said Judas. Listen.
Season. I think a major reason for that is the fact that Jerry Jeudy, for whatever reason, is not himself this year. And remember, Joe Flacco said, as Jerry goes, so goes this offense. And it just hasn't worked out this season. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with the quarterback upheaval. But we saw the sideline confrontation between Shedeur and Jerry. So when your number one wide receiver is not able to contribute in a meaningful way, it's going to be tough on any quarterback. But I think he has shown signs, and he deserves a chance to keep going. I like the 1 week at a time thing. I like that because it keeps him hungry. Shedeur has,
exactly.
Right? I mean, he has a way of feeling like he has arrived after he wins a game, whether it be preseason or regular season, and he doesn't need to be feeling like he's arrived.
Hold up, guys. Hold up. Is Mary Kay trolling or what? Is she trolling? And that goes to show you that Mary Kay Cabot is on the internet. She's listening to these content creators because she said Jerry Judas. Wow, Mary Kay Cabot is look. It gets that bad when your insiders of Cleveland start trolling you. She's trolling. She said Jerry Judas. Oh man, I can't believe she's trolling like that, man. She is trolling. Oh man. Hey. Oh man, hold up. She trolling, man. Oh man. Man, she gotta be trolling, guys. Hey, hold up. She gotta be trolling. Let's finish, man.
Yet. He needs to stay hungry and just keep working at this.
So with all that said, where's Dillion Gabriel stand in this?
Out the door.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they take a look at this and say, maybe we could just use one more game or 2 more games of Dillion Gabriel for more data, heading into the season. I doubt that's going to happen. I don't think you're going to see Dillion Gabriel on the field this season unless Shedeur has to come out of the game for one reason or another, gets hurt, can't start a game, whatever.
Hey, guys, that's too. Mary Kay Cabot is trolling, guys. She's trolling. She just basically said Jerry Judas. Where did she hear that from? See, the thing about it is Mary Kay Cabot, she got her ear to the streets. She's out there hearing people. So now y'all see what Mary Kay Cabot's trying to do? She's trying to be part of the culture. Mary Kay Cabot is trying to be part of the culture, y'all. Y'all heard it from me. Mary Kay Cabot is trying to be part of the culture. Because there ain't no way that you didn't go onto the internet and you heard what people was calling Jerry Judy. Ain't no way you didn't hear that rap song about Jerry Judas. She want to be down. She want to be down. She want to be down, man. I told y'all about Mary Kay Cabot. Mary Kay Cabot want to say I told you so. She want to be on the right side. That's what she wanted. She's saying all the good things now about Shedeur because she don't want to have to eat crow like many of these experts are going to do. That's what she's doing, man. But she got her ear to the streets, guys. She's ear hustling. She's probably, hey, look, yeah, Mary Kay's watching YouTube. She probably watching this show right now, hate watching. That's what she probably doing. She probably hate watching. She probably watching this show right now. She's sitting in the back of the pews trying to put herself a show together. She wants to be part of the culture. Mary Kay Cabot, if you're in here, man, just say hi. All you got to do is say hi. We know you're in here, Mary Kay. We know you're in here. But yeah, I think she wants to be part of the culture. Only watch and listen to Rizzo. Rizzo be spazzing out on him. Yeah, Mary Kay probably got one of them aliases. She probably come in as an alias. But she watching. Like I said, when they give us the smoke, we're going to give y'all the fire. But yeah. Oh, I know she listened to me. Because there's some things that I've said before on some of these shows, man, and I listened to Mary Kay Cabot after the game when she'd be with her two people. She's saying the same. She's stealing my material. She's saying things I've already said. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come to y'all and let y'all know that Mary Kay Cabot has opened up a can of worms and said Dillion Gabriel is now done in Cleveland. Yeah. But like Craig said, we heard from Mary Kay Cabot. I just want to hear it from Kevin Stefanski. I want to hear it from the head coach. Moving forward, I want to hear Kevin Stefanski come out of his mouth, say moving forward, these last 5 games, Dillion Gabriel is not the quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. I don't want you to talk about this as a week-to-week evaluation. Give that man the keys, man. I want to hear it from you. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Please drop a like on the video. And all the people that's going to watch this on the playback, make sure y'all hype me up, man. Oh, yeah, Carolina. Hey, Carolina J. Hood, yeah. I've heard a lot of these media personnel say some things that I be saying. But it's all good. They watching. But just give me my proper respect, though. Give me a shout out. As I always do with them. If I'm talking about something that I heard on 92.3 The Fan, I always shout them out. I always shout out Baskin and Phelps. Y'all can shout me out. I always shout out Rizzo and Grossi. Y'all can shout me out. Because they looking. They looking. They hear it. They hear it. But I always pay homage to where I get some of my things from and where they talking about. You know, UCCF with G Bush. I've always shout my man G Bush out. There's a lot of content creators out there that are doing big things, talking about the Shedeur stuff. I would love to link up with. They're FB Tings. I mean, he's over there doing it big. He was recently on the barbershop with G Bush before I got on there. I would love. It's a lot of people. That dude Money Main. He's been on it too. It's a lot of new people coming into the content creation space that are trying to ride the wave of this Cleveland Brown and Shedeur Sanders stuff. Yeah. B. Watts over there, the older brother, B. Watts. He's over there doing his thing. You know, I don't mind giving, you know, other content creators their respect and their props. Because like I always tell people, it's enough on these YouTube streets for everybody to eat. I ain't stepping on nobody's shows, on nobody's toes, and ain't nobody stepping on my toes. So yeah, it's a respect thing for me. I got respect for anybody that's taking time to, you know, push out content, you know, talking this Cleveland Brown stuff, and Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders, Dillion Gabriel, Tommy Reese, the whole organization, Haslam, Andrew Berry. I respect that because it takes time to put shows together and present it to you guys. But yeah, that's about it, man. So if you ever come across the people that I referenced, if you ever go in their chat, just let them know, hey, K-Sap over there is simply ball dropping, giving y'all respect. Big Snacks. What the Big Snacks is out your way? Yeah. So, you know, I give content creators, I don't have no problem saying their name on my platform. That's not going to hurt me. That's just a sign of respect. So if you're ever in their chat, just let them know K-Sap from Simply Ball Dropping sending his love and respect to you guys for doing it big. What'd you say, KD? Two Hardy's breakfast? Them two Hardy's breakfast eating in the morning in the corner. KD, what you talking about? What you talking about, KD? B-Slat10 said, I watched the content creators mentioned in this video. I hope there will be another conversation with G. Yeah, me and G Bush got something cooking. We got something in the chamber. Yeah, me and G Bush got something in the chamber. But yeah, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. But like I said, man, do me a favor, man. If y'all haven't joined the community, man, just join the community, man. Join the community, man. Let people know that K-Sap and Simply Ball Dropping is doing great things over here, man. Yeah. Appreciate all y'all's love and support, man. I appreciate everybody's in the chat. I appreciate all my moderators, man. It was crazy. I did a show the other day. I don't know where my mods was at. Hey, look, I don't know where my mods was at. My mods let me down the other day. I had some crazy things going on in the chat, and my mods wasn't there to protect me. So, man, if you're a regular with my shows, and you're always in the chat on these lives, if you want to be a moderator, man, drop a 1 in the chat, man. I got to get my mod game up. I'm lacking my mods. I got to get my mod game up. So if you want to be a moderator, go drop a 1 in the chat. Because I got to get my mod game up, man. John Schaff, I got you. John Schaff, you are now a moderator. But yeah, I got to get, because it was some trolls in here the other day. Carolina, I got you. It was some trolls in here the other day, man. Because they was waiting to troll, boy. They was waiting to troll. They waited until Cleveland took that loss. They thought they was gonna come in here and bash Shedeur. And people was talking about Shedeur, and I couldn't manage everything. I wanted to address them, but some of them had some nasty work when they came over here. Yeah. But yeah, so I added 3 more mods to the channel. Yeah, they came out of nowhere. Shout out to my new moderator, John Shaft, for the $10 super chat, man. He said, appreciate you. Hey, y'all give John Shaft a warm welcome to the moderator of this channel. Y'all give him a warm welcome. Appreciate you, John Shaft. Hey, make sure y'all give Nice Phil Cutie. What? Hey, hold on. I gotta see how I can pronounce this name. Nice Phil Q7T. Is it Cutie? How you pronouncing that? So we can give you the proper introduction. Chance for I see you. So you got to break it down in syllables, Nice Phil. Got to make sure we got that right. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? We got to make sure we got that right. It's Cutie. Oh, that's okay. Nice Phil Cutie. So you from Philly? You from Philly? So Nice Phil QT. Yeah, there we go. Exposing the truth. I got you. You're now a moderator. Yeah. So once again, yeah, it was the after party we had on a Sunday. That's when they came in here and started hating on Shedeur. They was waiting. I felt like I was being attacked. And my moderators was somewhere off working or twerking it up or something. I don't know where they was at. Some of them say they was working. I think y'all was out there twerking it up. But yeah, another great show. Appreciate my community. I appreciate all my moderators. Appreciate all my members. And much love, man. But like I always said, man, shout out to everybody who was in the chat. If I missed anybody, charge my heart, not my head. Or charge my head, not my heart. You know, I mess some things up at times. But yeah. But what I always say, y'all, this is gonna wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, Kay Cabot. What I always say, catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.